Hello, friends. We're at an interesting time right now in the sense that here in Manitoba, we're in phase 3, so it's loosening up. We're able to gather more, but there are still controls. But we're also here near the end of June, and that means that a lot of gatherings, celebrations of key moments of people's lives have really been impacted, limited, if not almost postponed, or in some cases even canceled. What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about weddings. Yeah, you can't have a large wedding party at this time, not at all. And graduations, end of June, there should be huge gatherings of students and parents and staff and everyone just happy and, congratulating the grads and wishing them the best. Not at all. Not at all what we would have expected, what those students would have expected at the beginning of their grade 12 year. Within the church, no confirmations. That's, for me, has been one of the greatest differences this year. No confirmations. Generally in the spring, April, May, June, I have about 35 confirmations. This year, not one. Not one gathering in parishes after parish with young people and their parents. Nothing of that. And even, something that is throughout the whole year, but like, for example, funerals. People can't gather for funerals. How many times we've seen in the obits in the papers, the funeral service or commemorative service, celebration of life, postponed until the pandemic is over, okay? And so with that, we could remain with a real sense of loss, of being victims of this pandemic, of being angry at the pandemic, the virus, the controls, the government, whoever. And we could. But in the last couple of weeks where it's really been graduation season throughout North America, it's incredible the number of stories of how the grade 12 students, rather than laying down and moaning away, have actually come up with all sorts of ways in which to make this year's grad different, special, in ways that have never been seen before or thought of before. And the staff doing that for their students. Like, it's really, you hear about those stories, you see the pictures, the things they're doing, windsurfing with their cap and gown, and you go, wow, there's life, there's enthusiasm, there's hope. When in fact, hope could easily be felt as it's killed, in the sense of the ones who are graduating and going into the workforce. But what kind of jobs, possibilities are waiting for them in the workforce today? Going to university, not at all sure how that's going to be. And so facing so much uncertainty, which might rob the soul of its life, of its vigor, of fun. And these young people who have said, no, yeah, that's what it is, and we're still going to celebrate what we've lived together as a class over 4 years of high school, or what we've lived together with the teachers, with our parents. No, we're not going to lay down and die. We're going to have a party. We're going to celebrate what needs to be celebrated. And from a Christian perspective, all that God has blessed us with. And so maybe part of my message today is also to all of those confirmation students across the diocese whom I have not seen. You expected to see me, I expected to see you, and we haven't been able to. And neither for the visits, nor here at my residence, as we usually do prior to confirmation, nor the confirmation celebration itself. Now, it is true, probably in about a year, we will see each other. You will be confirmed. That's not something you postpone forever, no. So hopefully in a year from now, we can have your confirmation as well as the confirmation of the class below you, so to speak, younger than you. But again, what I might want to say then to you, the confirmands, is don't lie down and die in your Christian faith. Act as people who are confirmed now. And in fact, you have been, because you've received the Holy Spirit at your baptism. And so now, seek the ways to be signs of your faith, of your values, of your relationship with Christ. I'm seeing so many young people, more than before, sometimes with their families, sometimes by themselves, step forward for, volunteering to help a food bank, volunteering to help clean up their community park, volunteering to help their mom with the younger children, or volunteering to just be reasonable during a family vacation to a beach in Manitoba. Where else are we going this year? But I see it so much. Challenge, even difficulty, has brought forth possibilities of growth, of what is better, special, different. And I think at any time in our lives, and perhaps more particularly now, but any time in our lives, it's to seize what is the possibility of this day. Fill it with life, fill it with God's love, fill it with God's desire for justice, for being good and just and mutually supportive, and just being kind to each other today. And God will help us walk then through tomorrow, whatever tomorrow will be. But again, to all of you, and especially to the slightly older generation like myself, look to the young people and what they are living and doing today. And that should bring a smile to your lips and warmth to your heart. So, to all the young people, wonderful. Go for it.